Welcome back to another episode of the Baseline Car Channel. In today's episode, we're going to be working on the Mustang behind me. Finally, it's the time that this thing has been painted. Let me show you guys what's going on and give you guys updates on it. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, the Mustang is painted. But before I get into details of a Mustang and the whole assembly of it and give you guys update, I want to show you guys my update on our shop pad. So, I don't know if you guys could see it. Let me try to get the camera in. There's some chicks and they're open. Their mouth is all open, or their beak is all open. They're trying to get their food. I guess it's their feeding time. Their mama is out somewhere, and we're just waiting for her to feed them. But alright, let's get back to the Mustang. So here's the update on. As you guys can see, I got the fenders on, I got the hood on, and the Mustang is all painted and is in glorious form. Yes, I have done some work on it already. I couldn't wait, and I was kind of busy and it was kind of noisy, so I couldn't film here. But I decided not to waste time and just put the fenders on, drop those on, adjust them as much as I could, the best of ability, and hopefully that comes out pretty good. And they came out pretty alright. I wouldn't say they're too terrible. I think they could use a little bit more of adjustment, but I think they look pretty good. As you guys can see, the whole Mustang is painted. What got painted was the front fender, the hood, the other fender, the other door, both quarter panels, because they had scratches from the previous paint job. I guess it was a pretty bad paint job. It had scratches underneath the clear coat type of thing, so we had to like redo this quarter panel. Had the rear bumper repainted and already installed. That's already taken care of. It looks really good with these exhaust tips. I mean, it looks pretty cool, I would say. Yeah, so all the whole bumper looks pretty good and already new. It kind of got dusty already and dirty. I did wash the car before I brought it inside the garage, but it's, as you guys can see, it's already dirty. So I got a taillights to install. Already got one taillight installed. Yes, I did. So this thing is brand new because I had the other ones are melted. Where are they actually? So these are the flares right here in the trunk. The other taillights, let me show you guys what the status on these are. So that's why I gotta replace these. These are all melted. I don't know why they are, but they're all melted. Not like, I can't figure out why. I mean, the whole bumper, the rear bumper was melted, and the whole rear bumper and the taillights were all melted. I guess there was some flames of fire, or maybe the exhaust was shooting flames of fire. I don't know. But long story short, like 3 of these pieces were damaged and we got them fixed. This is the same bumper. I had to fix it up just because this was the best fit for me, and that was the best scenario. Like for me to get a different bumper, I would have to do a lot of adjustments towards the exhaust and all that. So this thing is all done and assembled, and basically up next I got the taillight to install, and then after that I could drop the flares and that kind of stuff. So on this side I gotta do the side skirt. On the other side, basically on this side I gotta do the same thing. I gotta install a clip on the fender, and then install the side skirt, and after that I could probably do the flares and so on and so forth. But I think before I get to all of that, I kind of want to finish up with the front fascia. So I want to start with the bumper assembly, maybe trying to get this figured out, the whole grill thing figured out, because I'm gonna have to take the factory grill. Let me show you guys. Alright guys, so this is my bumper. Basically, it's not an original bumper that was on it. As you guys remember, the whole bumper got burned. But this is my donor bumper. I have it from a different car, parts car, and I could use probably fog lights covers, the middle grill, this grill. I'm not sure which components I'm gonna actually leave on the car, which of them I'm gonna have to chop up, because I'm gonna have to fit an intercooler, and with this grill I will definitely not be able to do that. So I'm gonna have to chop up this grill, or I have another grill that I am thinking of installing as well. And then the same thing, fog light. If this is any good, I think I have a replacement for this. I got new fog lights over here. So basically the front bumper is the next goal that I gotta do. So I'm probably gonna start off with the front bumper and start assembling the whole front end, so I can have everything, every panel, everything aligned, and to make sure everything is in its order. Before I start working on the Mustang, I want to stop for a second and admire the look of a Tesla and how well it came out. I mean, it came out really nice. I'm very impressed with the way it came out, how like the whole car just looks really good. I don't know if you guys could tell by the camera, but I cleaned it all up Kind of got dusty again because of this pollen and stuff, but overall the car came out really nice, and I mean it drives cool. That was the first and best experience of electric car I ever got, and I was not disappointed. I was really impressed, and I'll show you guys in the next video, so stay tuned for that video. Let's get back to the Mustang. So one thing I realized I cannot do right now, I cannot assemble all pieces at once. Basically everything, like a hood, I cannot assemble the whole hood right at the same time. I have to work piece by piece. Basically, if I find a hinge or I find a bracket or something on this table, I could either put it on a car, or I could at least wash it, or I could at least plan it and see where it goes. I'll try to sort it out, everything that's on this table. This is a pile of goods, or junk, I guess you could call it, because I have some junk over here and I have some goods over here. I have some parts over here. I basically have parts all over the car, all over the shop, all over the car. So I have to find every piece by piece, and try to put it on the car, and slowly this thing will come as one unit. So let's get to it and start finding the pieces and try to place them back on the car. Alright guys, so it took me a few minutes to clean up all of this junk, and what I did, I kind of took the stuff that was not necessary, or what I could see that was not going to be used in the assembly of this Mustang at the moment. I just kind of placed it on that table. That's going to be stuff that I use, like hoses, clamps, and all that stuff that's been used for nitros, for fuel system and all that. Leftovers basically, I placed that over there. And for this table, I kind of put everything that might need to be installed very soon, like all these shields, fender liner. This is a battery cover. There's a battery basket somewhere over there. That's actually a boost gauge right there with the coupler. Gotta install that. This is a back cover for the trunk. I have to install that as well. Let me show you guys why, because this one's kind of all peeled, and I don't know what the deal is with it. It just kind of doesn't look good, so I gotta take care of this one. Gotta swap it up. This is from my other Mustang. I got the fire extinguisher to install. I got one of these fire extinguishers. I got the new screws for the flares. Hopefully these are gonna be working really well for me. They look a little better, and hopefully they're gonna work really well for me. If not, I'm gonna have to order some different ones. But long story short, I got the fog lights covers and other covers. But I found a grill that is possibly going to go on this car, or maybe the original one's going to go on this car. I haven't decided which one, so I'm going to open this box right now and take a look at it and see which one is the best fit for this car. Alright guys, so as I was opening that box last night, my battery kind of died on my camera, so I decided to kind of assemble this front bumper. This is what the grill looks like that was inside the box. So this grill looks like RTR style, kind of looks cool, I would say, but I'm not really digging it. I don't know why, it's just these things are way too bright and white. I don't know, on an all blacked out Mustang, this is just gonna be extra, a little bit ricey. So I don't know, I'm kind of decided to go on the front original look, just because this front grill had a little honeycomb, what do you call it, not insert, I kind of cut it out. But as you guys can see, I was running out of room over there, so I had to cut it out. And it comes out pretty cool because it has this symmetry going all the way to the bottom grill. And you can see intercooler to it. I don't have to chop any of it off. I could kind of leave the whole honeycomb thing still there. I could probably run my nitros sprayer somewhere in the end of a horse right here where the nose is. So it kind of makes it look like a Mustang. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. If I ever get tired of it, I could always swap it to this look. You guys let me know which one you think it looks better. I actually think the front looks kind of a little more simpler, but at the same time it looks more cleaner versus this one. This kind of looks more aggressive, but it kind of looks the right. So I'm leaning more towards the front, and this is what I'm probably gonna do. So I'm gonna swap those grills over again, and probably gonna start assembling the whole front bumper. Well, while my camera was dead, I decided not to waste time, so I installed the side skirts over here on the bottom. I installed, where else did I install? Like a bracket for the rear bumper, then I installed the tail light right there. I got to install the flares today, hopefully. Other stuff on this side, we kind of got done with this, and on this side I also got the side skirt installed. So this table kind of slowly getting a little less and less stuff on it, so hopefully, you know, today we're kind of trying to clear up a little bit over here, swap this thing over, and just kind of create more room for the parts, and hopefully, you know, put all these parts on the car. If the whole bumper is going to be assembled, I could put the flares back on. I could put probably fender liner. If I could fit the fender liner, I'll probably fit the fender liner, and so on and so forth. So let's keep going. Let's try to put this front bumper back on the stand and kind of swap the things over between two bumpers. Let's get to it. Alright, so here's the update. Got these stupid grills off. I mean, they're so tough. When the Ford says it's Ford tough, I mean, I kind of know what they mean. I don't think they mean the Ford stuff itself. I think these tabs that they made for the grills are super tough to get out. I mean, these things are super tough. I mean, my fingers are in pain right now, really. So I kind of get what they mean by Ford tough. Anyways, so gotta put these grills back on. Gotta put this insert for the reinforcement. I guess this is reinforcement absorber. Yeah, I guess that's what you call it. Anyways, once I get that done, I gotta swap out the fog lights and all this little vents or whatever you call it, and that should be done. That should be all on the bumper. Oh yeah, and I gotta change this seal right here. That goes on the new bumper as well. Swap that out, and I should be done with the bumpers. And I'm pretty sure if I put these grills back on, I don't think they're ever coming off. So yeah, let's just get to it. Let's drop this thing in. Working on this fog light, I decided to share this most satisfying moment for you guys. You guys are about to have a goosebumps when I pull on this thing. I mean, oddly satisfying. Wow. The most satisfying thing you probably could do by assembling this whole bumper. But yeah, we got a new fog light, so let's swap it for the old one. Old one doesn't look too bad, it just doesn't look that new and that good looking. So anyways, let's swap this up for this one and put on this car, on this fog light assembly, and move on. Alright, so as I was getting ready to install the front bumper, I forgot about my purge valve. I mean nitrous purge. I can't even talk right now. But anyways, so I got my purge solenoid right here, and I want to run a line somewhere over here, somewhere on the bottom, somewhere over here underneath, and all the way to the horsey front end. So let me give it a try on this. If that doesn't work, then I mean, worst case scenario, I'll just direct it towards the glass so I can see it more better. But as for right now, let me run this. I'm trying to run this nylon line all the way to the horse face. So whenever I'm spraying nitrous, I'm purging nitrous, it's kind of like psh, psh. Yeah, you guys get the point. Let's keep going. guys, so here's what the front end looks like with this bumper on. You're pretty much gonna get this kind of view, except a lot cleaner from the dust and all that junk. But overall, you guys get the point. We got a blow valve right here visible, and as far as line, I'm gonna chop off this end piece of it. I just kind of fit it to measure it. I'm gonna chop it off, and then I'm gonna put some glue or whatever in the back of it, so this line can stay there, invisible kind of thing. But overall, I think I like this location pretty cool. It's gonna be a little, every time you approach, it's gonna be like pew, pew. Anyways, new fog lights look good. Everything over here looks good. The same on the other side. So everything as far as the bumper kind of goes, is gonna be this way. So all I gotta do right now is kind of take off the bumper, do this line, kind of finish this line. I gotta fit this brass fitting on the line and kind of compress it with one of these things, but you guys get the point. Once that's all done and taken care of, I could finally kind of fasten up all the fasteners and everything on this bumper. I'll probably put the flares back on. Finished product. I don't know if you guys could see any cleaner of a job than this. I mean, look at it. You can't even tell that there's a tiny hose that's gonna spray nitrous, purging nitrous later on. But here's how it looks. Kind of ran underneath, ran up to this, so it just doesn't vibrate too much. Kind of over here, and then if you ever need to disconnect it, you just kind of bolt this and pull the line out, and that's fine. So all of this is all done and taken care of. Up next, we got a spoiler. Excuse me, not a spoiler. We got a lip, we got a bottom shield, and then we got another lip underneath the lip. So let's put those things to use. Actually, I'm not gonna do a time lapse. I'm just probably gonna do one of those tricks where you do this, and then you get this kind of look. Your Mustang all assembled and everything done. Check it out. I mean, guys, check it out. The whole Mustang looks really, really aggressive with this front lip, with the whole front end assembled, the bumper. I mean, it looks really good. I am digging this look. I don't know if you guys could see, if the camera could do the justice of how it looks, but I mean, it looks really good in person, and I'm loving it. So anyways, up next, I wanted to do a fender liner, but kind of realized that I need to connect some of the hoses for the windshield sprayers and that kind of stuff, which I don't have on me right now. I have to get. So I don't want to install the fender liner, and if I do install it, I'm gonna have to chop it up, the top portion of it out, so I can have a nice beautiful sides covered and the front covered, and the rest of it is gonna be, you know, sitting underneath the flare. But for right now, I could probably hang the flare back on. I could probably oh, our little shop pad. I don't know if you guys could see. Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. Well, she's feeding her chicks. I'll show you guys in a second. Let me show you guys in a second. Sorry, birdie. Check it out. You guys see this? This is cool. Anyways, coming up next, we got these things. So for these covers, I guess hood covers, I got a carbon fiber ones. Yes, I did. I got a good looking carbon fiber ones, and they look pretty cool. Except I have to come up with a way to mount them, because as you guys can see, there's no clips, nothing on them. So I have to either use a 3M tape, some kind of fastener, some kind of adhesive, or I'm not sure what. But I mean, check it out. It looks really cool. I think I'm gonna like it. So let me try to figure out something with this, put the flares back on, and see what else I can do here. Dang, brother, that's a good looking Mustang right there. I don't know if you guys could tell how aggressive of a look this thing has. I mean, this is my first view of seeing this thing. It's not like I bought it like this and then I wrecked it or something like this. This is actually my first view of seeing a Mustang in this kind of form, and I am digging it. I am loving the way it's coming out. I got most of the stuff done. I got the rear flares, front flares. I got a few fasteners to tighten up, like a side skirts. But overall, like, it came out really nice. I mean, I don't know, look at it, guys. If I'm lucky enough, maybe I'll get a few things together and I'll be able to go for a first test drive sometime very soon, hopefully today or tomorrow, not sure when. But before then, I gotta do a rear trunk lid swap while there is still daylight, so I gotta swap one of these just so it kind of looks good on the rear end. So now these holes are from a previous spoiler. As you guys can see, it kind of looks ugly and all this, but once I put the spoiler back on, it should be all good and like good looking and everything. If in case that doesn't happen and the other spoiler doesn't work out for me and a replacement spoiler is not going to cover these holes, I have a spare trunk lid that I could use from a different Mustang. I could probably just drop it on this one. It's black and it has like a little lip spoiler on it, which I could tear it off and put a bigger spoiler or something like that. So that's going to be also an option later on for next time. But as for right now, just to make this thing look a little better, I'm going to swap this thing and see what else I could do. And boom, this one's done. Looks much better. Anyways, guys, so check it out. The whole Mustang, I would say 90% is done. We pretty much got little small bells and whistles to adjust, finish up and all that, but overall, man, we're looking good. Check it out on the front. I put the wheels on just to see how it's gonna come out, to get the final look type of thing, and I am very impressed, I would say. It seems like I am missing a little bit of a little lip, side lip or whatever, deflector, wind deflector on the side. That I might buy something really interesting because I have half of a tire sticking out. Not half, but 30% of a tire sticking out. But I am digging it still, even the way it looks like that. I might buy some side skirts, but overall, I mean, check it out, guys. Ignore this stuff on the hood. This stuff is intended to push the covers that are gluing for them to dry up. So let this stuff sit on the top of a hood. I wish I could wash this thing right now and take it for a spin, but unfortunately because of that glue and the glue in a few other places like the flares, when I was bolting the flares, I kind of wanted to put some glue underneath each screw just to make sure it sits nice and tight. So that's gonna have to wait till the next time. So probably gonna be it for this video. On the next video, we're probably gonna wash the car and take it for a first test drive and see what it feels like driving this kind of car. And then probably either in the next video or the video after that, we're probably gonna be prepping it for a dyno. Not sure if next video or a video after that, and I'll get into details later on what we're gonna do with that. But as you guys can see, we are good. We are good on this build. We are getting somewhere. I'm very impressed with the way it came out. Alright guys, so that's a wrap for this episode. Rebuilding the Mustang. If you guys missed out on previous episodes from part 1 to whatever the part this is, probably 11 or 12, not sure which one it is, but you can go and check it out in the playlist. Right here in this corner is going to be a pop-up. Click on that, it'll take you to a playlist for a Firestang. You can also check out my Tesla build right there, not the Ultima build, Tesla build right there. You can go check it out. I rebuilt that car. It was wrecked a little bit and it had electrical problems, and I had solved those, so you can go check it out. And maybe you're working on your Tesla yourself and you can learn something from that. Don't forget to press like. If you have any hate or love, you can leave in the comment section below. Don't forget to press the subscribe button and bell notification button so you guys can stay tuned for a first test drive video, for a first burnout video, for a first possible wreck, if that ever happens. I hope not. For a Tesla first test drive and all the other good stuff. So make sure you press the bell notification button, the subscribe button, and you guys stay safe out there. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!